Okay, barakallah. Okay, so in the last lesson, we covered some of the weak verb rules. We covered 4, in fact. Who can remember the 4? So rule number 1 was strong letter gets the haraka, weak letter gets the sukun. You see, I should have it here open. It's the last one here. So that was rule number 1. Strong letter gets the haraka, weak letter gets the sukun. What's rule number 2? Munasaba, suitability, which means that you change it to make it into an a, u, or e sound. You change the weak letter to an a, u, or e sound. So if it's yakhawfu, the alif goes to the a sound, so it becomes yakhafu. What is the third one? 2 sukoons can never meet. Drop the. I don't know what the other goes actually drop the one that's weak. Yes, a little more nasaba here. 2 sukoons can never meet. Always drop the letter that's weak. Meaning what if I have yaqulu, like yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, yaqulu, for yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, yaf'alna, yaqulna. Which one do I drop? The waw. So it becomes yaqulna. Okay, what is the third one? The fourth rule, sorry. EU becomes U, and then so it's EU, AU, and AU. What does EU become? EU becomes U. AU becomes O, and AU becomes O. So those are the 4 rules. So what I'm going to give you today is quickly just a quick exercise. I want you to take one word, for example. Here we'll take the word mustaqim and try to work out what the original word, what verb it is. Number 1, what verb it is, and how do we get to mustaqim? Okay, so with your partner, quickly can do it. Mustaqimun. Oops, let me just close this here. So yes, mustaqimun. And maybe we can say try muttaqin as well. A bit harder. These are very common words as well. Muttaqin. Let me just check if I share this here quickly. Okay, so online students, inshallah, same with you. We're taking those 2 words, mustaqimun and muttaqin, and then we, muttaqun or something actually. And we're trying to work out what is the original. Same one, yeah. A good starting point is to guess the root letters and put them inside. I want to give you the root. Let's give it to you. Okay, I'll give you one from mustaqim maybe because it's a bit difficult to know what the roots are. No. MashaAllah. So root is so this is wow coffin, yeah. You guys totally off. And the first one, who knows the first one is? Qaf, wow, mim. Yeah, you هذا صراط مستقيم دي. So when you put it in its original form, and then you apply the rules that we learned, the 4 rules. Also, I wanted to go through the process, meaning what? So you detect the original word, and then you put the root is in, and then you make the change as well. Okay, I'll give partial answers. So some of those who are struggling, you can get some of the answer. This comes from mustaf'ilun. This comes from mustaf'ilun. So you're going to start there, and instead of mustaf'ilun, you're going to add qaf, waw, mim into mustaf'ilun, and then you're going to make the changes to end up here. Okay. If you're confused, inshallah, just speak to the person next to you. Maybe we can help you out a bit. If you're online, there's no one next to you. No. Oh, that's the in the Ireland form. And I'll give you the other one as well because you're probably going to struggle with it. We did the example of previous weeks. So yeah, we're going to go. This is going to be mufta'ilun. It's bab. Oh. No, because you need the wow. And now the wow is first you do that, you can't do that. Literally, that will be moved from move Maybe for that one I was add a rule number 5 also. Because it's the extra rule I didn't add that actually. Thinking about it. It's because that you can add okay, I think let's go through it, inshallah, and then you can see how far we get. So obviously it's difficult to do this because again I don't know how to explain how to get from mustaqimun to mustafilun. You just see a more or less pattern. So how many of you knew to mustafilun? Anyone else knew? Yeah, brothers knew? No, just like, do you know this mustafilun before I told you? Yes. So first of all, if you're going to see it's qawama, you're going to see qaf, ya, mim there. So that's going to tell you that these are going to be the root, and that's going to be the extra. The musta is the extra. So when you see the musta, you know that's the extra, and there's only one that has extra like that is the 10th verb. Istaf'ala, yastaf'ilu, istif'alan, mustaf'ilun, mustaf'alun. So those are only 2 possibilities there. You with me? Because you know that this part here represents the root. So this part here must represent the extra, the musta. Okay, so that's like one clue of how you get there. That's a reasonable clue, right? No, that's a reasonable expectation. No. So when I get there, it's either going to be mustaf'ilun and or mustaf'alun, but let's go with mustaf'ilun here. So what's the first thing I'm going to do? Just replace it. So mustaf'ilun becomes what? If I just put qaf, waw, mim, instead of fa, ain, lam, what do I get? I get taqwimun. Okay, so mustaqwimun. Okay. Then when I see that word mustaqwimun, I have to think through my rules now. So which rule am I going to apply there? So can you see here I have a mustaqwi. The qaf has a sukoon, strong letter, and the weak letter has a haraka. So what rule am I going to apply? I'm going to apply the rule of, let me just make this a bit smaller. Okay, so it becomes what? I'm going to get the strong letter gets a haraka, weak letter gets a sukoon. So it becomes what? Make it bigger. Okay, make it bigger and I can move that. Okay, so it becomes Okay. And the last thing I do is what? Munasaba. And when I add munasaba, I get to mustaqim. And then I get to ihdina siratal mustaqim. So mustaqim is what? The ismul fa'il of the 10th verb, which you've been reciting your whole life. So when you think about the word mustaqim, it comes from which root letters? Qama. What does qama actually mean? To stand, to be upright. Stand, to be upright. What is the quality of the 10th verb? To seek or to deem something. In this verse here, what of the 10th verb is this? This is ismul fa'il. So what does ismul fa'il do? It's a doer. Ismul fa'il is the doer. So how do you translate mustaqim? Mustaqim is that which seeking or deeming something to be upright. Okay. So mustaqim is a sifa for what? Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. The sifa of sirat. So Allah is describing the sirat as that which seeks to make people upright. That which seeks to make people upright. No. Yes, that's the next verse. But I'm saying just ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. If you take those two words, guide us to as-sirat, the path. Al-mustaqim, what does that word mean? That which seeks to elevate. That which seeks to make people upright. So in other words, that is the first sifa, and then the second description is by people. And the negative also by people. You with me? So in a sense, you can think of the sirat as something active. It is actively trying to reform you. It's actively trying to make you more upright and elevated. No. So it's actually a very beautiful meaning in terms of the sirat. No. This one here is a very difficult one, but oh, I don't know what happened. I think someone just unplug and replug. We have a nikah here at 9:30. So we're going to do Quran first, inshallah. I know what's happening with this thing. Let's see, let me just change this. Where's the source? Is Ishmael there? Yeah.
The other one, the one you said Mufta'ilun, that one I don't know.
Yes. No one knows. No one knows. But now this project isn't working. Okay. I think let me just explain it when we cut it down. The online students can see it, but you can't see it. Okay. So just start over with Mufta'ilun. Well, can you just check this to make the source again? When they put in the sound, break the way to. But I think you must just put the source on here. You must just set the source to HTML here. Okay, so mufta'ilun. So the first thing we do is we just simply replace the root letters. Yeah, I think so, yeah, because it's saying those things. I think we should put the source back onto that. I see what you're stuck in. Okay, so what you can do is like mufta'ilun and then put the waqaya into it. Do it on the page somewhere. So put the waqaya into it. So it's going to be just press the middle button, enter. Okay, so we put the root in, becomes mu ta. You should get what do you get? You should get mutaqiyun. You get mutaqiyun. Mutaqiyun. Now mutaqiyun, maybe I was add another rule to the 4 rules. But another rule to the 4 rules is maybe rule number 5 is that sometimes when you have like mutaqiyun, is that they actually, you see what happens is in mu, do any of our rules apply there? There's no harakat stopping because the weekly has sukoon. That's right. So there the weekly already has sukoon, right? So there's no shopping. There's already munasabah, right? There's mu. There's no so there's munasabah, the letters are fine, there's no 2 sukoons there. So none of our rules apply. But it still sounds weird. What sounds weird about it? The mu sounds weird. So because things sound weird in Arabic, they make it sound nice. So what they do in this case, they can't just drop the waw off because there's no reason to drop the waw off. So what they do is they combine the waw and the ta into one. The waw goes into the ta, and then the ta gets a shadda to show you that there was a waw there. Because remember, a shadda is a letter with a sukoon and a haraka. A shadda is a letter with a sukoon and a, let's say Muhammad, the meme is a, is it duplicate? So the Muhammad, the meme is as a meme with a sukoon and as a fatha with a sukoon. So I must not make a rule for that. It's not working at all. Okay, fine. Shall we just do it verbally? So you understand. So what happens is because of that, then you put the shadda, you drop the waw and you put the shadda on the ta to show it. So it becomes muttaqiyun. It becomes muttaqiyun. Yeah, this is its identity and gets consumed by the other one. No. You often see this also on the eighth bab. Even if, for example, you get yadhakkaru, it comes from yatadhakkaru. Yatadhakkaru becomes yadhakkaru. Yadhakkaru. Yatadhakkaru. It's a bit longer. Yadhakkaru is quicker. So muttaqiyun, muttaqiyun is the verb. So if you make it plural, it's going to be muttaqina. But how to get there is a bit of a long process. But it's another rule we haven't done yet. But anyway, so we muttaqiyun. So muttaqiyun is technically one person who has taqwa, single person. One person who has taqwa. But there's a special rule called Ism Manqus, which we didn't do yet. So it's actually called muttaqin. A muttaqin without the ya. But that's a different thing altogether. So muttaqin out there. So that's how you get to muttaqin. Let's leave it at there. And muttaqina, muttaquna, and so on. Okay. The main thing I want to show you was the root letters there and the waw entering into the ta. Okay. So I think we'll practice a few maybe once or twice every week. These things, what you find is that there's a few in the Quran, and once you recognize them, it becomes easier. There's a few that follow the same pattern, and once you recognize them, it becomes easier. Maybe someone can Google and send to me if you find something on the weak verbs in the Quran. If someone compiled the list by frequency, it will be good. I'm not sure if it exists, but we should check, inshallah. Yeah, so the final part is actually muttaqin. Muttaqin. It's a complicated one because in Raf'un it's muttaqin, in Nas muttaqiyan, and in Jar muttaqin. It's something called Ism Manqus, but I'll do a separate lesson Ism Manqus.
What kind of weak word is this? Because it's a wow and
I think it's called Lafif Mafruq or something. That's a special name. Multiple ones, yeah. But we didn't do that, but yeah. I think it's called Lafif Mafruq, if I remember correctly. No. Okay, Bismillah. So because they have a nikah here at 9:30, we'll start with the Quran first, and then in the nikah, then you might have to just do the reader, because the speakers go on, we have to listen to the khutbah and everything. So they will do the reader maybe in groups. when the nikah is on. So let's open our surah, inshallah.